Greetings. Here's what's happening in Mozambique. So, a little over a month ago, they had an election, and the people, the citizens, are very much questioning the outcome of that election. They said, 70% of voters voted for this guy being the person that's the head of the party that has been in control for 49 years. Listen, I don't need to know much to know that something is afoot if there has only been one party in charge for half of a century. That's crazy. That's just not how people work. Nobody wants the same shit. You know what I mean? So here's the deal. Mozambique was initially had colonial influence, like from the Arab world, then from the Portuguese. Portugal was one of the countries that was like, my name Bennett and I ain't in it, as it regarded World War II. So while all these other African nations that were once colonies of France, England, the Deutsch, whoever, so many places after World War II gained their independence because their colonizer was an active participant in World War II, and war costs money. So many places were able to gain independence following the Second World War. Well, the colonies that were under Portugal, so Mozambique, Angola, and Guinea. How you say? Guinea or Guinea? I don't know. But okay, so the African nations that were under the colonial power of a country that did in fact go to World War II, they were able to gain independence because when they were, having a revolution, rebellion, whatever the fuck, fight for independence, whomstever colonizer wasn't able to fund any kind of resistance to keep them as a colony because they were just freshly out of a world war, which fucking cost them all their money. They ain't had no money. So they were like, okay, you can be independent because we dead ass can't afford another. We can't afford it. So places like Mozambique were, surrounded by everybody else was getting their independence. So revolutions began in Mozambique, Angola, and Guinea because they were like, hang on, independence, us as well. However, Portugal didn't just go to a war, so they were able to be like, So they then tried to squash the rebellions in their colonies and then tried to appeal to the global community and be like, guys, SOS. And everybody was like, bro, remember that time you didn't fight in a world war? Fuck off. So then within Portugal, there was an uprising of the younger people that had just seen what the fuck happened, that were like, you guys need to seek chill, cut that shit out, boom. And so then independence in 75, I think. Hang on. Yup, 75. So then directly after gaining independence, this exact political party, the same one that allegedly just won the election, they got government control. And then they've been in power ever since, as is the nature of the game. And by the game, I mean politics, aka the business of human beings existing. Shit's corrupt. And the citizens of the place, of Mozambique, are like, hey, so we would like to elect perhaps a new party. Perhaps we'll try something different, perchance. And allegedly, this same fucking party that's been in power for this long got 70% of the vote. Please. So, the people are protesting. The protests have been met with violent suppression, which is, in fact, going to be a big old flag of, something is occurring. Why can't your people say that they're unhappy with their government without you retaliating violently? And the internet was shut down in Mozambique. I do think it's back now, though. Why do you think that? What's your source? I was talking to the people on live this morning, and I said, Mozambique, tap in, and they let me know. And the man that was running in opposition, the one that the people want to win, he, directly after the election, his lawyer was killed, his aide was killed, he went into hiding, because he was clearly I'm in danger. So yeah, people are protesting, people are upset, because they're demanding a recount, or transparency, let us see the ballots, because people have been saying there were fake ballots, there were X, Y, and Z. And so that's what's happening in Mozambique currently. Stay tuned though, because like, I want to stay hip on this. Because I'm talking to some folks right now who are telling me, putting me up on game. R.E. Mozambique. Also, I had this thought about 5 minutes ago. If somebody from Mozambique had a baby with somebody from Puerto Rico, their baby would be a Mozamboricua. So fun. Sorry.